If you're looking for a way to seamlessly add some auxiliary lighting without having to drill mounts into your truck and would like a little bit more front end protection in the process, then the Barricade HD with the included 20-inch LED light bar might just be the option for you. Interested 2004 and newer owners can look forward to a durable stainless steel build with that textured black powder coat along with the 20-inch light bar that we just mentioned, all by the way for south of $300. Now, since this thing is designed to fit a wide variety of generation trucks, some owners might encounter the smallest amount of trimming to the lower air dam area, but either way, a majority of this job will be a bolt-on affair with some of the wiring here for the light bar. So figure kick it up to a 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, and we will have a more thorough walkthrough later in the video. So the integration of auxiliary lighting into bull bars is something that has really started blowing up as of late, and it's easy to see why, right? It just makes perfect sense. Now the bull bar light bar combo will add a bunch of light output and at the same time will help alleviate the concerns of having to drill or cut to mount the light to your roof, your bumper, or even your hood. Now factor in the added look and minor amount of protection that you're getting from a bull bar, and you have a very appealing package and a really great bang for your buck. But let's start with the bull bar, and again, this is Barricade's HD option, which will deliver a more stout build consisting of that 3.5-inch stainless steel tubing and corresponding skid plate down below before being finished off in the textured black powder coat that you see here. I always like to point out the other finish options available on the site if applicable, and that will be the case here with the HD, as it is also available in a polished option, which can also be had on the site for roughly $50 more, and I think would certainly appeal to those truck owners out there who might have a lot of chrome or polished bits already going on with your rig. But aside from the Barricade HD Bull Bar, you are also receiving the 20-inch double row or dual row LED light bar. Now the bar itself is going to feature 40 individual 3-watt Cree LEDs, a combo of flood and spotlight, so you're going to get a ton of output, and altogether you're looking at 10,000 total lumens. Now it's certainly not going to be on the level of a rigid or a KC bar, but going to be a solid option for the price and is backed by a 3-year warranty in case you run into any issues. So now that you know a little bit more about the light bar and bull bar combo, let's touch on the installation. And again, you have to factor in some nut and bolt work here in addition to some light wiring to get the light bar up and running. And to give you a better idea of what's involved with this install, here is a tech with a walkthrough.
Our first step is going to be to remove this plastic lower grill. And you can use an upholstery tool, a screwdriver. Just be careful when pulling it out. You just got to grab in here and now that we removed the plastic bottom portion, we have access to the frame rails. So we're going to now attach these U-bolts, which are going to bolt onto these brackets. These brackets are going to hold on the bull bar. So just put the U-bolt through the first hole, and then we're going to come out the other hole. Now we're going to put the bracket up. Now we're going to do the same steps for the other side. You bolt through the hole, and then out the other hole. With our mounting brackets attached to the frame rails of our truck, it's time to get our bull bar ready. You're just going to screw on your 2 mounts to the bull bar, and use 2 bolts. You're going to place them in, and then you're just going to hand tighten them first. And then you're going to want them to be facing on the inside. With both sets of brackets in place, just grab some help and we're going to place the bumper next to the brackets. Make sure you wire your light bar wiring. Using the same 17mm socket, we're going to tighten up all the bolts left and right so we can place the bull bar where you want it. With our bull bar mounted now fully, it's time to wire up the light bar. It is a plug and play kit, so we just have to wire the wiring through to the battery and to our switch. First, we're going to have to pop the hood. With the hood open, our first step is going to be to disconnect the positive terminal just for safety. And then for this truck, we're going to be using the 10mm. With our battery disconnected, it's time to lay out our wire harness. We're going to fish in the line for the actual light itself. We have the end for the switch, as well as the end to go to the battery terminals directly. We're just going to feed it down, and we'll secure it when we're down there to make sure it doesn't attach to anything.
So now we have it fished up through the engine bay, and we have the light. So then we're just going to connect them together. They're connected, and then we're going to place them up here and secure it with zip ties so that it doesn't get in the way of anything.
So our wire harness is connected to our LED light bar. Now just remove the fuse just so we can connect it directly to the battery. Fuse is out of the way. And then we're going to use our 10mm socket to remove the bolts for the battery itself. Connect the terminals. So now our wire harness is in place. All that's left is to put the fuse back into it, and then you just have to pick where you want your switch to be. Just make sure it clicks, all the connectors click, and you're good to go. And that's going to wrap up our install of Barricade's texturized bull bar with the 20-inch light bar. You can check this out and more at AmericanTrucks.com.